What's up guys, welcome back to another video. EA have released the Bundesliga League SBC. After all the talk over the last few episodes of me saying I've prepped the Bundesliga, don't know when they're going to release it. They released it today, so we're going to go and complete it. Now last episode I sold Inform Caliguiri for 32k. He's now 22k, and I think that's due to the fact that the combination of there's a whole bunch of other German Bundesliga informs that can be used for the Jadon Sancho SBC a lot cheaper. And also this Caliguiri card, which I think is the card I'm going to go and pick up once I've completed all the SBCs here. Now Serge Gnabry would be a pretty good card for me to have, but he doesn't fit straight into my starting 11, whereas Caliguiri does. I'm going to go into a little bit of a comparison between Caliguiri and Inform Caliguiri, as well as UCL Kimmich, who I have untradeable and who's actually in my team at the moment. Gnabry, I sold Inform Player as well last episode, but Gnabry has a few faults. One of them being that he doesn't fit into my first team, but he has a few faults that kind of put me off him. Whereas Caliguiri, although he has a couple of faults himself, which we'll discuss in a minute, he, in my opinion, is a better card than Inform Caliguiri and is slightly better than UCL Kimmich. So I'm going to go ahead, completed this first 4 SBCs. The Bayern SBC, which actually gives you a Prime Gold Players Pack, if I'm not mistaken. And then, and yeah, let's have a deep dive into the in-game stats of Caliguiri, Caliguiri, Kimmich, just so I can explain why I'm going ahead and completing this. I probably would have completed it anyway because I've prepped it. And look, I said if it's a left back, a right back, or a centre mid, I'll complete this League SPC, and they released a right back, which was perfect for me. So Caliguiri has, first of all, he's 4-star weak foot. Caliguiri's 2. Kimmich is also 4-star, but he's medium, whereas Caliguiri is a high medium work rates, and Kimmich is high low. Kimmich is also 5'9", Caliguiri's 6 foot, and Caliguiri is also 6 foot. So in terms of the work rates, weak foot, height comparison, Caliguiri comes out favorably in my opinion. Now the in-game stats comparison, Caliguiri has more total in-game stats than both Caliguiri and Kimmich. He's got the most acceleration, slightly less sprint speed than Caliguiri, but considerably more than Kimmich. His shooting ranks way higher than the other two cards at 80. Caliguiri's got 48 shooting, Kimmich has got 69, and I know that's not too important for a right back, but you never know when you want to hit a long shot with your right back from deep. So hey, I'd rather have that option. And he's got 89 penalties as well, 85 long shots, 82 shot power. Just absolutely blows away Caliguiri and Kimmich in those departments. Passing, 82 vision, 90 crossing, short passing is 82, and curve 84. Now while Kimmich has slightly better short passing and long passing, Caliguiri wins out on everything apart from crossing. So Caliguiri's got 93 crossing as opposed to Caliguiri's 90. So look, I'll forego the 3 crossing for every other stat so far. Dribbling 85, Caliguiri only had 76, Kimmich had 83. His agility and balance look pretty good, 80, 78. Reactions 85, ball control 87, dribbling 86, composure 80. And now agility and balance aren't quite as good as Kimmich, but he pretty much outstrips the other 2 cards in that department too. Now when we come to defending, this is where the main hang-ups are with this card. And it's not his interceptions, because his interceptions are 91, but his stand tackle and sliding tackle. Now what I've done is I've put a shadow chem style on all of these 3 to compare the stats. So when I'm giving you these stats, they are with the boosted shadow chem style, and even with the shadow chem style he has 82 stand tackle, so it's +5, 82 stand tackle, which is a little bit worrying considering both Caliguiri and Kimmich with a shadow go up to 87 stand tackle, but 91 interceptions is higher than the other 2 cards. Heading accuracy is probably lower than the other 2 cards at 74 and 77 and 79. And sliding tackle 87 as opposed to 94 and 95 on the other two cards. So you could argue in the defending department, Caliguiri is kind of a little bit worse than the other two, but pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, a lot better. Now, physicals, he's got the most stamina or the most jumping out of the other two cards. His strength is a little weak. He's 73 as opposed to Katterback's 80 and Kimmich's 65, but there you go, we've completed him. I'm going to go open the packs now and let's see what we get. Alright, let's start getting into some of these packs that I've got from completing the Bundesliga League SBC. Let's start off with the silver players packs. Now while I open these packs, I just want to talk a little bit about how the market's looking. Now at the time of recording, EA have in fact announced that Black Friday is coming tomorrow. Not that we didn't expect it, but they've officially announced it and it's now in the in-game menus. So there's a little bit of panic going on in the market. People are selling a few of their cards. Now nothing really to write home about in these silver packs, but see if we can recoup some of the hey, if there's some German silvers, I'll sell those on and get a little bit back. Now I'm not really expecting anything of note to come out of these packs, but it's nice to fill the club back up with just golds that can be used through other SBCs, as well as some silvers that I could potentially sell on, just to recoup some of the costs. Now I prepped the Bundesliga SBC 3 or 4 weeks ago, as I've mentioned a couple of times, but I worked it out. It was around about 120k that it cost me to do this. Now that was 120k I spent 3 weeks ago, so we'll see what we can recoup from these packs, and everything goes towards lessening the cost of this Caliguiri. I mean, a lot of people, some people may look at this card and say 120k for that card is pretty expensive, considering Katterback is Katterback's now 22k, and you could happily play him. But you know what? The card looks nice. He is better, as I've gone through in detail, in my opinion, anyway. And I'll be happy to have him. Then we got boards, Brazil, Lucas, 83. Again, consumables. Nothing really too fantastic. We're moving on. Next pack, Jumbo Premium Gold Pack. Now, I haven't really talked about this, but I'm thinking with the market being, as we get boards again, Brazil, left back, Atletico Madrid, Felipe Luis, nice. I'll probably keep him as an 85. I'll probably just use him in an SBC going forwards. Paco Alcacer I can sell on again because he's usable and he sells for the Dortmund SBC. I actually used him myself in the Dortmund SBC, so what can I sell him for, you reckon? So I'll probably just sell him on and recoup those coins. Now with the lightning rounds tomorrow, I'm expecting 83s to, high rated cards, 88s, 89s, 90s to fall through the floor, unless, now this would be the smart thing for EA to do, unless they release a high rated SBC like a baby icon SBC to push up the value of those cards, so that when people are packing them out the wazoo during lightning rounds, that it actually makes sense for them to, or they feel like they're getting value from the packs. The fact that the 83s and 84s could be inflated by a baby icon SBC, as well as the other high rated cards like the 88s, 89s, would be the smart thing to do in my eyes. But hey, you never know. They may release an SBC like that, but there's also the possibility that they just don't. It doesn't make sense to, because if they don't, 88s to 88s, 89s, 90s have already fallen through the floor. So they really, I don't know how much lower they can go if they don't release either an icon SBC or a high rated SBC. I don't know what they're going to do to keep the value of those cards up, especially during these lightning rounds. So there's a potential for them to release an SBC like that. So I wouldn't put it out of the question, to be honest. They could release a baby icon SBC or another prime icon SBC with some higher rated requirements. The unfortunate thing that the EA have done is that they've made an icon a necessity for all the prime icon SBC so far, and that as a result, the icon market has gone absolutely through the roof. And it doesn't make any sense for a player like me who's running a road to glory. Sure, I could probably have scraped together 600, 700k to afford the icon to put into the icon SBC. But when I had Player of the Month Hazard, Player of the Month Aubameyang, other cards that are just a little bit less coming out, and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to be doing these icon SBCs. I'm not running a first owner road to glory. I want to keep my team balanced. I don't have the coins to put into these prime icon SBCs. So unless they release a baby icon SBC with no icon requirement, I won't be doing them. And it's unfortunate because last year I had Rio Ferdinand, I'd done Laurent Blanc, I'd done Overmars, I'd done a whole bunch of other icon SBCs, and they were great. But this year, I don't know, unless they release the baby icon SBC tomorrow with no icon requirement, I probably won't be doing one. And I'm not holding out for it either. So we're getting towards the tail end of these packs now. Nothing really packed, nothing amazing. We've obviously got boards. We've had a few 83s, 84s, and 85 with Felipe Luis. There's another board, French goalkeeper, another 84, Ruffier. Yeah, I mean, these will be fine. I'll keep them in the club. Probably use them in the Team of the Week repeatable SBCs that come out. Obviously, EA released a massively juiced Team of the Week to sell packs for Black Friday, full of Prem players, 4 Liverpool players, which is insane. I probably won't be doing too many of the Team of the Week SBCs. I might do 1 or 2, but I'm not going to drain my club just to sink every coin I have into these Team of the Week SBCs, because it's just not smart. Keep some coins. Don't put it into untradeable or tradable Team of the Week SBCs. Don't risk the coins. Basically, it's not how I roll. Now, getting towards the tail end of these packs. We obviously packed Piszczek just there. Probably sell him on later. He'll be usable for the League SBC, and he'll probably have some value. But really, yeah, like I said, not much to write home about for these packs. Still nothing, no walkout there. Not even a board. Is that Pavlenka? Pavlenka, who we just rinsed through the League SBC, so put him back in the club. A whole bunch of silvers. I'll go and check later, see if I can sell them on for something. Prime Electrum Players Pack. These packs are pretty terrible generally. Oh, walkout. Walkout. German. CM. It's Tony Cruz, isn't it? It's Tony Cruz. Nice. 90 rated Tony Cruz. Walkout packed from the Bundesliga League SBC. That's awesome. What is he going for right now? He's probably around 40k, something like that. 40k. I packed him the other day. I actually packed him the other week. Sorry. I packed him the other week out of my Foot Champs rewards last week, in fact. So I've packed him twice in 2 weeks. Tony Cruz, let's go. And Malcolm and Gustavo, 83 and 83. Tony Cruz, let's go. 40k. I might just sell him on. I know I just talked about maybe the baby icon SBC or another high rated icon SBC will come out tomorrow, but you know what? If it doesn't, this card's just going to drop in value. I'll just take the coins. 42k, something like that. Yeah, let's sell him on for 42k. Fantastic, let's go. 80k. Now that it's cost me, really. This SBC has cost me 80k, basically. And I've also got some other 84s and 85. It's decent. It's not bad at all. And I've filled the club back up with cards that I can either rinse through other SBCs or just grind through gold upgrades. That's awesome. Let's go. That was from a Prime Electrum Players pack as well. Those packs are generally terrible. So Tony Cruz packed. Now I really don't think I'm going to pack anything else from these packs. Not even a board there. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the market tomorrow with the lightning rounds. Like I said in the last video, if you want to pick up some 83s, 84s, discard informs during lightning rounds tomorrow, probably a good bet. I don't know if they're going to release the Team of the Week SBCs just yet. They'll probably release them on Saturday. So I'm assuming those kind of cards, they're going to be needed, and they're going to hit rock bottom tomorrow when people are shredding through the packs in lightning rounds. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out on those 85s, 86s. Inform? We just pulled an inform. Rusnak. Alright, well, discard inform. I'll use him for the guaranteed Team of the Week SBC. Nice one. I've also got a Furpo that I pulled from my last week's rewards. So yeah, I've got 2 discard informs that I'll use for the Team of the Week. Guaranteed Team of the Week SBC. Let's go. That's pretty good. It's not bad at all. Small Prime Electrum Players Pack. These packs are pretty terrible. Not expecting anything. Although we do get boards. Colombia Striker. Falcao. Let's go. That's another 85. So we've packed 2 85s, an inform, and Tony Cruz from these Bundesliga League SBC packs. Not bad at all. That's decent. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do this League SBC unless either Caliguiri or Gnabry are going to be able to be put into your first teams, like Caliguiri will go into mine. That's another board. Spain, left mid. Okay, 85. We got 3 85s. 3 85s, Tony Cruz, and an inform. Let's go. That's not bad at all. So yeah, like I said, I probably wouldn't complete this League SBC unless you're going to use Caliguiri or Gnabry. And I wouldn't complete it if you don't have a whole bunch of Bundesliga cards already. It's looking like it's almost 250k to complete this League SBC. So I would definitely say it's not worth that. We get boards again. French goalkeeper Mandanda. Terrible. But you know what? I've packed some 83s, I've packed some 84s, 3 85s, and a walkout Tony Cruz. So all in all, not a bad haul from that League SBC. We've filled the club. We've got a whole bunch of stuff to sell on or rinse through other SBCs, and Caliguiri now goes straight into the team. Looks like Cruz is sold already. Alcacer. Yeah, those other German cards have sold on pretty much straight away. That's decent. That's a good return. And we like I said, we've got some 83s, some 84s, some 85s just sitting in the club waiting for SBCs, and we're sitting at 350k. So happy days. So there we go. Caliguiri, he's in the team. Gilavogi's got a nice new dynamic image too, so I mean, this team's looking nice. Caliguiri looks good. It's a good looking card, to be honest. And so yeah, that's it, boys. We've completed Caliguiri. Gonna be grinding a whole bunch of bronze pack method today, and doing some practice games before Foot Champs kicks off tonight here in Australia. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time, boys. Peace.